All right, get ready for it. We're diving deep into one of football's most intense rivalries.
Oh, you know it.
It's the Manchester Derby, City versus United.
And at the Etihad this Sunday, no less.
Huge. We're going to break down everything you need to know
All the key
to make
factors.
the smartest bets, with Tips Moto, of course.
Naturally.
Both these teams, though, facing some unexpected challenges right now, makes things even more interesting, don't you think?
Absolutely. It's fascinating, actually. Both City and United, they're coming into this match, well, with some less than stellar recent form
Yeah, City had that tough loss to Juventus,
in the Champions League.
Champions League, followed by a draw against Palace. Not exactly what we expect
Not from the defending champs.
from the defending champs, no.
And United, well, they did have a win against Victoria Plzen in the Europa League, but they've been really inconsistent in the Premier League. That recent string of draws and losses, a bit concerning.
Yeah.
But here at Tips Moto, we always dig deeper. We go beyond that surface level form. For example, City's home advantage at the Etihad,
Oh, right.
historically very strong. Plus, we have to consider those losses, right? Were they just unlucky blips? Or are they signs of, well, deeper tactical issues? That's what our expert analysts are here to figure out.
Exactly. And those insights, they give you an edge when you're betting with Tips Moto, especially when you start to think about the potential impact of injuries for both sides.
Absolutely. Big factor. Let's start with City. Rico Lewis is suspended,
All right.
and then they've got a lengthy injury list. Rodri, Nathan Ake, John Stones, all out.
Ouch.
Big blow to their midfield. And defense, too.
That's rough.
Yeah.
But, good news. Mateo Kovacic.
He's back.
He's back.
Yes.
Could his return bring some much-needed stability to their midfield? What do you think?
It's certainly possible. Kovacic's a world-class player, no doubt. His experience could be vital in a high-pressure match like this. But we also have to remember that every injury, it forces managers to get creative. And this is where we might see some unexpected heroes emerge.
Oh, I love that. That's what makes these matches so unpredictable and exciting. Speaking of unexpected heroes, what's the situation over at United?
Well, Luke Shaw is still sidelined. But the big news, Johnny Evans might be making a comeback.
Oh, which respect?
If he's fit, that could significantly bolster their defense, especially against City's potent attack.
For sure. And let's not forget the young guns. Alejandro Garnacho, he's been making waves for United lately. Could he be a game changer in this derby?
He's certainly one to watch. Young players, they often rise to the occasion in these big matches. And Garnacho definitely has the talent to make a real impact. This is where our expertise at Tips Moto comes in. We don't just look at the big names, we analyze the potential of every player on the pitch. And that's reflected in our odds.
Speaking of odds, let's take a peek at the possible starting lineups. You can always find them on our website. Keep in mind, these aren't set in stone, but they give us a glimpse into that tactical battle we might see. For City, we're predicting Ederson, Walker, Diaz, Simpson, Pusey, and Guardiola. Then De Bruyne and Kovacic in the midfield, with Silva, Foden, and Nunez flanking Haaland up top.
And for United, we're looking at Onana,
Okay.
Masraoui, De Ligt, Martinez, and Diallo.
Right.
Ugarte, Menu, and Dalot holding down the midfield. Then Fernandes and Garnacho supporting Højlund up front. Of course, these are just predictions, and with the Manchester Derby, anything can happen.
Exactly. That's what makes it such a thrilling match to watch and to bet on.
Absolutely. But, these predicted lineups, they offer some fascinating tactical insights. For example, how might Guardiola adapt City's, typically fluid 4-3-3 formation without Rodri, without Rodri's presence in the midfield?
Good
Could we see a more defensive double pivot with Kovacic and someone like Phillips?
Yeah.
That would certainly change their approach.
Definitely. And on the United side, will Almiron play it safe or go for a bolder, more attacking strategy?
That's the question.
This is where, understanding a manager's tendencies is key. And our Tips Moto experts, well, they're all over that.
Oh, yeah.
We analyze every historical data point to give you the most accurate predictions possible.
Speaking of tactical battles, let's dive into some potential player matchups that could really define this match. Obviously, Haaland versus United's defense is a huge one.
Oh, of course.
Can the Norwegian goal machine finally break his scoring drought against them?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
We've all seen what Haaland's capable of. But United's backline, they'll be desperate to keep him quiet. I can already picture those intense battles in the box.
Oh, absolutely.
But beyond the obvious, are there any under-the-radar duels we should be keeping an eye on?
Absolutely. The midfield clash between De Bruyne and Ugarte could be pivotal.
Okay, yeah.
De Bruyne, he's the conductor of City's attack, dictating the tempo, picking out those killer passes. But Ugarte, his tenacity and defensive skills could disrupt City's flow.
That's a great point. Midfield battles, they often fly under the radar, but they can really determine the entire flow of the game. And that's, crucial information for our Tips Moto bettors. Thinking about placing a wager on the first goal scorer, well, these tactical nuances are essential. It's not just about individual talent. It's about understanding how those talents will clash within the overall tactical landscape of the match.
Exactly. And that's the kind of deep analysis that sets Tips Moto apart. We don't just offer odds, we provide the context and the insights you need to make informed decisions.
All right, so we've covered form, injuries, potential lineups, and those all-important tactical nuances. Now, for the moment of truth, what's the Tips Moto supercomputer saying about the final score?
Drum roll, please. After crunching all the data, factoring in form, injuries, potential lineups, and of course that unpredictable Derby magic, our prediction is a 3-2 win for City.
A nail-biter. We're anticipating goals galore in this one.
Absolutely. The combination of City's attacking prowess at home coupled with some potential defensive vulnerabilities in the United backline leads us to believe this will be a high-scoring affair.
I can already hear the roar of the crowd as the goals hit the back of the net. But let's not forget, this is a derby, and anything can happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Upsets, last-minute heroics, moments of brilliance that defy all logic. That's what makes these matches legendary.
And so unpredictable. But remember, with Tips Moto's live updates and dynamic odds, you can adjust your bets as the action unfolds, keeping the excitement levels sky high throughout the match.
So you're saying we should be ready for a roller coaster ride of emotions?
Absolutely. Buckle up, folks. This Manchester Derby is going to be a wild one, and we'll be right there with you every step of the way with our expert analysis and up-to-the-minute updates. Now more than ever, you need Tips Moto on your side to navigate this unpredictable clash of the Titans.
Exactly. And that leads us to our final point. This match, it's a melting pot of uncertainty and opportunity, which makes it a dream for both football enthusiasts and those looking to make some savvy bets. The injuries, the potential for tactical surprises, the sheer passion on the pitch, it's all there.
And speaking of betting, if you want to get in on the action and turn your football passion into winning opportunities, head over to Tips Moto on social media. We're on all the major platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you name it.
We're bringing you the latest odds, expert analysis, and exclusive promotions to help you make the smartest bets.
We really are.
Our team's working around the clock,
Non-stop.
monitoring every development, every whisper in the wind to give you that winning edge.
So if you're looking for that in-depth analysis, live updates, and a community of passionate fans just like you, Tips Moto is the place to be.
Don't just watch the match.
Yeah.
Get in on the action.
Exactly.
And remember, this is more than just a match.
Oh, it is.
This is a battle for bragging rights in Manchester. The history, the passion, the rivalry, it all comes to a head this Sunday.
It really does.
Whether you're a diehard City fan, a Red Devil through and through, or just a neutral observer who loves a good football showdown, this match has something for everyone.
And we at Tips Moto, we're here to enhance that experience.
Absolutely.
To give you the knowledge, the tools to make every moment even more exhilarating.
So one last time, head over to Tips Moto on social media, join the conversation, share your predictions, and let's make this Manchester Derby one we'll never forget.
We'll be there every step of the way, providing the insights, the odds, the community to make this a truly unforgettable experience.
All right, folks, that's it for our deep dive into the Manchester Derby. We covered everything from form slumps to potential game changers, tactical nuances, and of course, we revealed our Tips Moto prediction.
A 3-2 thriller.
The City taking the win.
But the ultimate outcome, well, that's still up in the air, waiting to be written on the pitch this Sunday.
So grab your jerseys, warm up your vocal cords, and get ready for a match that's sure to be packed with drama, passion, and maybe even a few surprises. And don't forget to join us at Tips Moto, where we turn football passion into winning opportunities.
Remember, bet smarter, win bigger with Tips Moto.
Until next time, keep those bets smart, those cheers loud, and that love for the beautiful game burning bright.